Hello, today I'm going to be doing a lesson on reading comprehension. So this is a lesson that I would have done at Gersh Academy where I was initially student teaching. And this was a 612 classroom with students who were of kindergarten and first grade age. So for this lesson, I actually had to break the class into two. Because in this class, half of the students were curriculum-based students, and the other half of the students were ABA students. So for this lesson, the ABA students went off with their one-to-one aides, and they worked on ABA discrete trials. And I would have done this lesson with the students who were curriculum-based. So the learning objective for this lesson is for the students to answer multiple choice WH questions about a short story. So I'll begin this lesson by having the students seated around the kidney-shaped table that we have in the class, and I will be seated across from them. And then I will hand out a worksheet to each student. So this is what the worksheet looks like. It just has a short story here, and then 3 multiple choice WH questions about the story. So after I hand out the worksheet, I will then read the story aloud to the students first. So Mary saw a ladybug. The ladybug was on a green leaf. The ladybug was red with black spots. It was a pretty ladybug. So after I read the story to the students, I will then have them reread the story to themselves and then answer the 3 multiple choice questions about the story. So the 2 teacher aides and I will be sitting with the students, so we will be able to help them with any questions that they may need help with. So if a student does need help, I will direct them back to the story and reread the sentence, which has the answer to the question in it. So for example, question number 1 says, "What did Mary see? A tree or a ladybug?" So I will then go back to the story and show the student. Mary saw a ladybug. Then we will go back to number 1. What did Mary see? A tree or a ladybug? And then the student would be expected to say a ladybug. I'll then repeat this procedure for numbers 2 and 3 if the students need help for those questions as well. So where was it? We will go back and it says the ladybug was on a green leaf. Where was it? On a leaf or on a log? And we would expect the student to say on a leaf. And then we would do the same thing for number 3. What color was the ladybug? The ladybug was red with black spots. What color was the ladybug? And then we would expect the student to answer red with black spots. So after each student is finished with the worksheet, I will then go over the worksheet with the class one more time as a whole. So I will then cover each question with the student. So I'll say, number 1, what did Mary see? A tree or a ladybug? Raise your hand if you know the answer. And then I would expect the students to raise their hand. I would choose a student, and then I would read, what did Mary see? And the student would answer, a ladybug. And I would repeat that for number 2 and number 3 as well. So being that the teacher aides and I will be sitting with the students and ensuring that they are able to answer the questions correctly, we will be able to assess the students through direct observation. And I'll also be having myself as well as the teacher aides document on the worksheet if the student was able to answer the question independently or if he needed prompting. And if the student did need prompting, I would write down the prompting level that the student needed as well. And this would be helpful for future reading comprehension lessons. Before the lesson, I could look back and I could see how the student performed in comparison to how they perform on the future lesson. I could see what progress the student makes. Thank you.